Okay, now we're going live. Let me just double check that it's all working. This is so cool that you're joining us. I'm so happy. Yeah, we started live streaming, so
Thank
it's
you very much for having me, by the way.
oh no, it's a pleasure. Yeah, we were gonna do it on Instagram, but then we were like, let's go on YouTube. Hi everyone. Welcome to our third Oberlo live stream. Thank you for joining us. I have Stefano with me here today.
Yeah,
Hey, Stefano, and I would love it if everyone could drop where you guys are from down in the chat. I would love to know where everyone is currently at. So please let us know. And Stefano, you know what? I feel like when I started the call with you today, you had such an amazing view, and I could hear the crickets in the background. So I would love for you to let everyone know where you're at.
yeah. Now they stopped for a while. I'm in Turkey, by the way. I'm going to show you the view, the beautiful view here.
Wow.
I'm in Bodrum, Turkey. So
Yeah,
I just came out of the water to do this live.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
And this is why everyone who's watching with us, you got to get into drop shipping. If you want to become a digital nomad like Stefano, this is definitely the way to go. So in this live stream, we're going to be talking about some trending products, but I want to give you guys a little introduction to who Stefano is and why his opinions will be so helpful to you. Feel free to also drop some questions in the chat, and I will definitely be sure to check them out and ask. So Stefano actually we first met because I saw him featured on the Oberlo blog, the Italian Oberlo blog. And he has a really cool story about being a digital nomad coming from Italy all the way to LA. I saw getting into travel, getting into Amazon affiliate links, and then eventually finding drop shipping. So I would love it, Stefano, if you could just tell me a little bit more about your story, how you came here, and how your current business is doing.
yeah, sure. So first of all, thank you very much for being here. It's such a pleasure to be on Oberlo Live, and it's an inspiring story. I hope it's going to help a lot of people as well in the same industry and that want to start their own business today. So I moved from Italy to LA 4 years ago now, and in the e-commerce space, I'm kind of new, to be honest. So I started recently with drop shipping. I mean, with Oberlo and drop shipping. I started in October last year. But the story behind my first store as well is pretty interesting because like I bought the domain in 2012, around 2012,
Yeah.
and it was like in a pet store niche, in the pet niche store. So I started this blog at the beginning with the idea of getting people interested in the pet niche store space and industry, and using Amazon affiliate links to promote some products. So basically, I was getting a commission every time through the blog. People were looking for a product, and then they were like finding my product on Amazon and getting a commission from Amazon. The problem was that on Amazon the commission are really low. So I
I
was
heard it's
getting,
low. I heard it's like one. I heard it's
yeah,
like less, like it's less than 10%, but usually less than 5%. Is that
and
correct?
now they are even lower. Before they were a little bit higher, but yeah, the problem is you need to have a huge amount of traffic to make like some money, like real
Yeah.
money. So I started this blog at the beginning. I bought a domain. I set up everything through the store with WooCommerce at the time, which is like a plugin for WordPress.
Mhm.
I didn't get so much traffic, so I get some sales, but I stopped the project for a while.
Yeah.
Then
Oh, sorry, everyone. Looks like it cut off. Stefano's internet cut off for a second. So while it has been cut off, I would just love to ask for everyone to let me know if you have any questions for Stefano. He started actually a pet business. So has anyone considered starting a pet niche or pet store before? Let me know. And yes, Armand, I see your question here. Let me just say, it will be published to the YouTube channel afterward. Of course, of course. Oh well, unfortunately, Stefano, internet cut out. So sorry, everyone. I guess he was telling you the story, but instead, I will take over and while we wait for him to come back. Anyways, oh, hi,
Can you hear
Stefano.
me? Yeah, we
Yes.
lost the connection for a few seconds, I think, right?
Yeah. But no problem now. I'm happy that you're back. Sorry about that.
What was the last thing you heard about what I was saying?
The last thing I heard was that you were doing Amazon affiliate links and the percentage was super low.
Exactly. So yeah, so I quit the project because it was like too low the commission. So when I moved to the US, I opened my own business, my own company. I did other things as well. But last year I said, why don't I try again e-commerce and drop shipping from scratch, but with another business model. So I discovered Oberlo, I discovered Shopify, and I created a new store from scratch. I used the same domain that I bought like years ago. And then I start doing exploring products, like potential winning products in the pet niche. That was last year. So I tried different products. Well, actually, I didn't try different products. I looked for different products, but I tried just one product, and it was a winning product, and it was like successful from like the first week, to be honest, immediately. So that's how I start the drop shipping business, and then I open other stores as well. So I figured out like how I can like duplicate and scale the business, opening other stores in different niches as well. So that's how I started basically.
It's crazy. I mean, for everyone watching, to be honest, most likely the first product you test is not going to be a winning product, like, you know, how it happened for you, Stefano. But to be fair, you had tried e-commerce for like years in the past. So it's not necessarily like this was like the first time you tried, you know, e-commerce that it worked out. Like you actually like had some trouble, had to take some time and then come back before you actually were able to, let's say, you know, try it again and really see if it worked. So I'm so happy to hear that it did work out for you. And I've just been looking at some of the comments in the chat. And this is a trending product live stream. So I see everyone in the chat is asking, you know, what are the best pet niche products for right now? So before I jump into the products, you know, Stefano and I were just talking briefly before we started, but I would love, Stefano, if you could repeat why the pet niche is actually so strong right now, why people are really interested in pet products right now.
Yeah, so basically first thing first is most of the stores right now are physical stores. So since the lockdown, many physical stores, they closed like forever, some forever and some others for a few time. And then of course, many dog owners and dog parents are looking for products to buy on a daily basis. So that's the first reason. The second one is that during the quarantine and the lockdown, many people, they got a new dog, like they want a new companion to share the quarantine and the period together. So they bought a new dog, and then they start buying products for the dog, for the new dog, for the new come home. And that's why the pet niche is pretty valuable right now, and it's pretty good to get into in this moment, as several other niche, to be honest. Like the past few months saw a huge acceleration on sales in e-commerce in any single niche possible. That's why we saw in the past 6 months what it would happen like in the past 3 years, because it was such a huge acceleration in e-commerce, and that many people didn't even realize. So probably there are like few skeptical about buying stuff online, that they think about as well the new business models, how the industry is changing, how the society is changing, and then they start buying online before they used to buy in the grocery stores or like every possible like retail stores as well. So that's the reason. And the other one is because like dog owners, they treat the dogs, for example, or the pets like they are the parents. So basically they're buying a lot of stuff like toys, supplies, grooming products. So they really love to be like the real parents of the dog. So they treat them like kids.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to know, everyone who is watching right now, please leave in the chat if this quarantine you were thinking about getting a pet. Because to be honest, there were a few times where I was like, okay, I was like, honestly, I could really use a dog right now. This, if you've ever were considering getting a dog or a cat or a pet, this was the time that you'd want to get it. And hello, a tree. He said, good morning from New York. So good morning for everyone on the East Coast. we're actually in Europe right now, so it's in the afternoon for us. So nice to hear from people on the East Coast as well. Um, so that's really really great to hear, because I think even I wanted to get a pet, and I think that most people feel that way. So I feel like the pet niche, if there was a niche that was growing because of quarantine, it would be pets. So you know what, let's just jump straight into some products. So everyone out there watching, I prepared a list of winning pet products. So just to give you all a reference point, these products are actually winners. In the last 2 months, every single one of these products has had hundreds of orders. So if anyone is wondering, hey, I think this product is saturated, or I think this product, there's no way it's a winner. Well, it is. So I just want to get that out of the way, because usually people will say like, this is saturated, I can't believe this is a winner. And it's always a really good learning lesson, because sometimes you
Yeah,
think there's no way it's a winner, and then when you see it win, you kind of think, okay, maybe I have to change how I think about winners, because uh,
yeah.
yeah,
And I want to add something as well. So even if you think that the product is really saturated because you saw the product like many times, usually the winning products, they are in waves. So for example, like they are like trending in February, for
yeah,
example, and like 6 months pass by and become trends again. So they're like waves, so they come and go, they come and go. So because maybe there are like 10 different people, 10 different companies promoting the products. So if you wait for a few months, the curve is going down and then up again based on how many people are promoting it. So you can still like promote, like even if it's like pretty saturated product, you can still make money from it, and then you can make sales.
yeah, absolutely. I've definitely seen that from pro dropshippers before. I feel like if you're just getting started with dropshipping, you always think once a product has, let's say, sold a specific amount, it's dead. It's like no one's ever going to sell it again or want it again. But things go in waves, because people forget about products, and then there's times where they're more popular. So I completely understand that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, as we're talking about the winning products, everyone, just so you can follow along, I'll make sure to drop them into the chat. So the first product on our list is this suction tug dog toy. So this is a toy that you can suction to the ground, and I guess that your dog plays with it. And like you were mentioning before, dogs, people who are dog owners really treat them like kids or babies. So they're always willing to pay extra for it. Now, would you say that it's more successful to get into something that dogs actually need, or do you think it's okay to sell toys?
No, toys are totally fine. What I don't recommend is selling something that you can find literally anywhere. So it's like in Petco in the US
Yeah.
or Chewy.com, for example. They sell a lot of like products you can literally find anywhere.
Yep.
So what I recommend is finding something unique, or
Yep.
something with a really good add value, or something that is really strong on to advertise on social media, like a special feature that you can represent on a picture or a video.
Mm-hmm.
So people, you can grab the attention right away. So for example, if you just promote a ball, there is nothing good or funny about a ball. But if you promote a ball, for example, with a smile on it, which is what was pretty trending a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
where the dog bite the ball and you can see the smile on the ball.
Yeah. I
That
can see
was,
how that would be trending.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's something like unique and particular that people are going to buy. That was a trending products a few months ago, by the way. It's
Yeah.
still a good one. So it's just a basic ball. You say, okay, you can find it like literally anywhere, but it's a special one because it has a special feature
Yeah.
you can
That
show
makes
on
sense.
social media.
Like, because to be honest, I feel like last year, and something that I've seen before is, so this suction cup dog toy, it's like when they play with it, like little pieces of food come out, or their dog food come out, it's this little ball, and I saw that everywhere. But what I didn't see is it's suctioned to the ground, so like the pet can actually, like the dog can actually play with it, pull on it. And I feel like and they also said that it's actually better for their teeth. So I can see how it's a great idea to, if you're thinking about selling a product, think about, can I get this anywhere? And if so, can you find a product that like elevates it just a little bit? So it's like, if it's a ball, like one that makes them smile, like something where it's like, we all know what a regular dog toy looks like, but there's something special about this product that you're selling. Like it has a unique feature that you maybe wouldn't find at all the pet stores, let's say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I think that one is definitely a really, really cool product if anyone's interested in selling dog toys. Now, the next one that I want to talk about and bring up. So this product is really, really interesting because we've talked about it a lot. It's actually been a product that has been on our, suggested products list for, it could be a year. It could honestly be even more than a year. And I'll drop it in the chat. It is the waterproof dog seat cover for your car. So it's like the cover that's in your car so that it doesn't get dirty. Now, this is a really great, I would love to talk about this with you because most people who would see this product would think it's so saturated. There's no way that people are going to want this because everyone was selling it a year ago. But as you were saying before, so you don't believe in saturation. Even if I, gave you this product, and just for everyone out there, this product has gotten a few hundred orders in the last month. So it's still going strong, even if you think it's saturated.
Yeah.
And I would love to know, your thoughts. Like, if you were to sell this, would you try to take a unique angle? Like, what would be your approach?
Yeah, so if you think about it, right now is not the best moment or time to promote it because people are not traveling a lot. So you need to use that one if you want to move your car and your dog.
Yeah.
But it's a very good moment in the US because a lot of people are not traveling to other countries out of the US, but they are moving with car like in the inland, like for example, road trip, in the California road trip. So the angle will be like road trips in this case. So you can maybe advertise the product saying, are you tired of being locked down or the quarantine? Get inside of the car with your dog and your family and explore the world, whatever it is. So you can show that you are traveling with your family and with your dog, and with your dog in safety as well, because it is in the back of your car and it's safe. So you have the cover and everything. So you can go on the lake. The dog can swim on the lake. It's dirty or wet, and then you can go back to the car, and then you have the towel and everything to get ready on or the belt or whatever you want to say. So that's a good angle, and that's a good product, especially now that we are getting out of the quarantine, because people, they want to travel more and they're doing road trips more as well.
Yeah. I think that's, to be honest, a genius marketing angle because I think that most of the times people would just think, okay, if people are going somewhere, but everyone wants to travel right now. There's actually, like, I feel like everyone's been stuck inside. Everyone wants to travel. I mean, that's why you're here in Turkey.
Yeah.
And for most people, like, they're not able to fly anywhere. So especially because of the lockdowns in the US specifically. So this is actually the perfect product to sell to US customers right now and target the US specifically because, all they can do is road trip. So this is kind of like the perfect way, the perfect product to sell them. So that's really cool to hear. Now for this product, so I would love to know your thoughts, maybe on just like some marketing. If you were selling this product, do you think a picture would be enough, or do you think you would need a video to really sell it?
Yeah, probably video is usually, typically video is the best option when you are running ads, because you can grab the attention in a few seconds, and with a picture you have just one chance to get the attention, which is the picture itself. But with a video you have different photograms as well in the same like 3 seconds, especially at the beginning. If you accelerate the video as well, you get like the chance to see like different photograms at the beginning. So yeah, the video probably is the best option with the text, because
Yeah.
most of people, they don't even like listen to the audio on Facebook and Instagram ads. And then you can like show and saying, tired of being locked down, go with your body. So you can, maybe it's the first picture or the preview, you can just show the dog like swimming, the dog jumping, the dog like going in the back of your car, or like a family on a road trip with the dog in the back. So you can just picture the person being in the same situation with a dog on vacation.
Yeah, I think that definitely is in line with what most people say works better, and I can see a video working way better.
Yeah,
Now,
that's for cold traffic, by the way. If you
okay,
want to retarget people, a picture is good as well. But if you retarget people with a picture, is better if you focus on the feature of the product.
okay,
So like the cold the cold video and the cold ads is something you want to do to get attention, to grab the attention, to get the clicks, because most of people are
Mm.
clicking but not buying. But
Just
then later
anything outlandish. You're just literally trying to get them to like click or like watch it for a few seconds, or like you're just trying to convince, like just trying to catch their attention with the cold traffic.
yeah, exactly. And then
Okay.
later on with the retargeting, you can retarget people based on the special feature of the product. So
Yeah.
you can do different ad set or different ads, the creativity, I mean, with a different, everyone with a different feature of the product itself. So you can get the purchase based on the specific angle of that specific creativity too.
Hmm.
You
Oh, I see.
understand which is the sell, which is the best, what is the best selling point
Yeah.
of the product
Now,
itself.
um, as you were saying that, Stefano, we had a question come up from Oscar, and I would love to hear your thoughts about this. So, um, Oscar's asking, what happens if I'm selling a unique product and I'm selling it for $20, and then a bunch of big players come in and sell it for 15? Is that an issue? Is that even something? This Oscar says this is actually stopping him from starting. So, do you think this is a real barrier? Do you ever look at how your competitors are pricing? What's your kind of advice about that?
No, that's kind of, I believe that's kind of normal. You will always have competitors. The biggest competitors in drop shipping is Amazon. So most of the times people are commenting below the videos or below the ads, I bought this on Amazon, or I can get this for Amazon for the cheaper price.
Yeah.
But what you can do in the long run to differentiate your product from the competition is
Yeah.
to create bundles. So for
Uh,
example, if you sell one product with another one at the same price or like a little bit higher,
yeah.
because you know that the shipping cost is going to be almost quite the same because you're shipping
Yeah.
the two products together. So if
Yeah.
you bundle the product, you can stand out from the competition because it's the unique selling proposition. It's a unique
Uh,
product, and then you can do that. But of course, the other winning point is the reviews and the branding of the product. So if
yep.
you brand your website is in a nicer way with a lot of reviews, and is it's a really good product, and you brand yourself as a premium product, no
Yep.
matter if they're like, there will always be people looking for product on Google or Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's not important. As long as you're profitable, you don't need to care about anyone else.
Yeah. You can't stop people from going on Amazon. That's
Yeah.
but the really interesting thing is, to be honest, while there always will be people that go on Amazon, there will always be people that don't. So just focus on those people, because I've bought a
Yeah.
lot of stuff online that down the road I found on Amazon, and I thought, oh, I never even thought to like check if it was cheaper, check here, check here. I just you get caught in the moment of purchasing something, and then that's all that you focus on. So I completely understand.
That's the thing. Like 50% of US consumers, they buy on Amazon. So it's a huge slice of consumers.
Yeah.
But you need to focus on the products that people are not looking on Amazon. Like for example, if you are selling like in drop shipping, like I don't know, like a bowl, a
Yeah.
salad bowl, for example, it doesn't make any sense because people are looking for that product because they need that product. So
Mm.
they're going on Amazon and Google and type that product name and they're buying it on Amazon. What you need to focus on are products that you are not thinking about immediately to buy.
Yep.
So like you're targeting impulsive buyers as well, not the people like, that's why the pricing as well is important, right? You need to buy like, you need to price your products between like 20, 15, 20, $50 is the best usually pricing on when you drop ship a product.
15 to 20. Okay, that's a good thing to know. And that actually kind of brings me to the next product, which I'm going to drop in the chat. So this next winning product is the Easy Clean cat litter. So it's a 2-layer cat litter where if the cat is like walks on top of it, it's easy to clean underneath and it doesn't make any mess because it's layered. So it's kind of like it's kind of a hacky product. But I think this product perfectly encapsulates what you were talking about, where nobody would know to look for this like hack easy clean cat litter that's like pretty new and like makes it so much easier. You just wouldn't know to look that up. But if you had a cat and you saw this and you saw that there's like it's no mess, or like it's super easy to clean, there's like barely any mess or anything like that, you would think, oh my gosh, I need that. And then you most likely, I think most people wouldn't jump to Amazon. They would just think, I need to get that product right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's product as well. Yeah, because especially again during the lockdown. Okay, a cat usually you don't need to walk a cat outside,
Yeah.
so it's not like it doesn't really change like in the time we are passing by, but it's a good product because it has a special feature. So even if I already have that product, someone already has that product, they are looking for something special to improve that product, so they're gonna buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one thing that I wanted to ask you, so when it comes to products, let's say it was either the Easy Clean cat litter, or let's say it was the, the cover for the car for the dogs. Would you, if you were just getting started, would you order the product yourself to make a video, or would you just make a video using pictures? Because I feel like we always suggest, oh, you should order it, which I guess doesn't hurt. But if you, a lot of people just want to get started and they want to make videos with pictures, and it works sometimes. So I would love to know like what you think would be the best.
Well, so the the winning products I start selling, I didn't even order the product, and I didn't even create the customized video. So I used like a video
Yeah.
from AliExpress.
Oh, you
And
just use a supplier video. That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's like a video was already published, so I already used that video. But I don't recommend doing that. So it's better if you order a product from the
Yeah.
seller and from the provider. So you check first the quality of the product and the shipping time as well. So
Mm.
you have to be sure that the shipping time is reasonable, the quality of product is reasonable as well, and of course you wanna do a customized video as soon as you can. So it's
Okay.
better, and it's very easy to do a video. So the most successful products I'm selling right now, I shoot a video with my iPhone, and I
Yeah.
edit the video in literally like 5 minutes, and I post the videos, and then I paid even more to create like really professional video, but this video they didn't perform as well as the one I created with my iPhone in like 5 minutes.
Whoa, whoa,
So
wait. So you're saying, so you made a video with your iPhone, and then you paid to make a really professional video, and the
yeah,
video with your iPhone performed way better on Facebook than the
yeah,
professional one.
yeah, that's because
Okay,
people
that's
are
crazy.
that's because people are used to see ads on the feed, so they
Yeah,
recognize when when you're selling something. And people are on Facebook and Instagram, they are not there to buy products. But when you
yeah,
create a video, a custom video, it's like a kind of handmade video that looks like made just for fun to share with the friends that you did
yeah.
like in 5 minutes. People relate more to it because it look like a more authentic content.
Yeah, it looks like your friend who had just made a video and
Yeah,
shared it on Facebook rather than, let's say, an
yeah.
ad.
It's like I'm your friends. I shoot a
Oh,
video with my iPhone and I sent you the video saying, "Look how cool is this product." You just
wow.
highlight the pain point and the solution, and that's it. Sometimes it's even better because like right now on social media, people are used to see a lot of ads on the feed, like really a lot of ads, like really
Yeah,
beautiful ads in a good and professional way. But
yeah.
still, I believe the handmade ads are the one performing better.
You saw it. You were able to see it in your, like, with the facts and the numbers. So that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
That is really, really cool. Now, I just, as you were saying that, I was just reading one question from Billy that I would love to ask your advice on, Stefano. So he started out an electronics store. Now, it's okay if you've never sold electronics or anything like that, but he is saying that he thinks it was now a mistake. And, he's wondering, do I scrap the idea and go in a different direction? Now, regardless of what you're selling or product you're testing, how do you know when it's time to ditch it and try something else, or if you should just keep working hard to figure out how to sell it?
About the electronic products in general,
Or
or
anything, just any product. Like, let's say if you, someone was, or let's say I gave you, let's say, a product and I was like, Stefano, you need to test this, it's a winner. And you were like,
yeah.
okay, like, I'll try. And so you try testing the product. At what point, like, what do you look for to say, this isn't working, Magda? Like, it's was a good idea, but it's not going to work right now, so I'm going to cut it. Like, what do you look for?
So let's say if I'm running ads, I will like run ads for at least a week.
Yeah.
If I don't get
A
any
week.
sales, yeah, if I don't get any sale in a week,
Mhm.
I'm going to stop all the ads.
Okay.
Because like you can be unprofitable, but you need to have sales. If you don't have any sales, you're just losing money because like okay, at the beginning maybe you're investing money to find the
Yeah.
right audience. So you are not profitable, but you're making sales. So that means that there are people interested in the product
Yeah,
as well.
there's someone. It's just you have to
So
find
you
them a
just
little bit
need
more,
to
but there's somebody.
tweak the ads and see which one is performing better. But if you don't see any sales at all, when you try different ad set, like 10 ad sets, for example, in a
Yeah.
week, I would stop promoting. And about electronic products as well, I wouldn't start with electronic products. That's
Okay.
it. That's right. That's a mistake, I think. I tried as well an electronic version of that winning product,
Yeah.
but then I had a lot of problems because the product is what is heavier, so it costs more to ship. Then sometimes when the product
Ah.
arrived, it didn't work because it has like electronic parts as well. That's
Yeah.
the main issue is that if the product is electric, it has different like delicate parts inside. So maybe it rumble or like it's broken during the shipping time, and
Yeah.
then you just need to give refunds, and then you're not. So it might be like a good niche, but in the long term, when you have your
Yeah.
own product, you can customize your product, you can create your own packaging, you can have maybe a bubble wrap as well, so you know exactly since the production to the
Mhm.
final consumer, the entire process, and you're 100% confident that it's going to be fine.
I see. So your advice is you can sell electronics, just don't start with electronics.
Yeah,
Focus on starting with, well, to be fair, I think
light.
that there are, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying light and simple. We don't not like
Mm,
matching parts or broken parts.
yeah, I think that to be honest, for everyone that's wondering, what should I get started selling? Put electronics at the bottom of the list. At least I think, if you're getting started, just because there can be some issues and there's like millions of products out there on AliExpress, and that's not even an exaggeration. There are millions. So there's lots of other things that you can sell rather than electronics. Now, I'm going to drop the next uh, winning product for everyone watching, which is a pet hair lint roller. So I can see this being, definitely huge for anyone with a pet. I mean, I can't imagine like having to clean pet hair all the time. But one thing that someone asked was actually about pricing. So with this product, I'd love to get your advice about pricing. So this one costs around $4 US. Now, if a product costs $4 US, uh, do you multiply by three? Do you have a rule that you follow? Do you always price products the same? What's your strategy for pricing?
Yeah, is that $4 with shipping or just the product?
Oh, sorry. Actually, sorry. It's $6 in total with shipping.
$6 with shipping? Yeah, so generally it's 3 times more, but most of the times I try to go for with 4 times more.
4 times.
Yeah,
Okay, I like that. Why not
yeah.
give yourself some extra margin to work with?
Yeah, because the cost for advertising is increasing a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if you want to be profitable, you need to increase the price, but then you need to work a lot on bundles and more units with a discount as well.
Yeah.
So maybe you can say, why don't you buy two right now and get 20% off? So you are shipping the products together, so it's cheaper,
Yeah.
and then you're making more profit because they are buying more of the same product.
I
So
see.
maybe
I
so
see.
in this way you position your product with a higher price, but at
Yeah.
the end you are selling for a lower price,
Yeah.
and the conversion are increasing because the perceived value is higher, but you're offering discounts.
Yeah. I think that's a really good lesson for everyone that's watching, or even if you don't sell online, if you shop online, you should know that the price that a product is before it goes on sale, usually it's just made up. So, there's like, you think it's $100 for a sweater. It's probably not $100, but that's perceived value. So I think that's a really good practice for anyone, even if you're just like shopping, to make sure you remember like the price that's listed, like probably isn't even real to begin with, So I always find it fun when I'm shopping now and I'm like, oh my God, it's on sale. But to be honest, the real price wasn't a real price anyways. They just kind of, put that, it's a perceived value. So I have another question. So this is actually two people asked about this. Karma and BG, thanks for your question. And I would love to get your thoughts on this as a pro. Let's say you find a winning product. What are your steps to scale it? Is it daily that you're increasing budgets? Do you increase all in one go? What would be your strategy, or even just like a simple way to get started with scaling?
Well, so there are different strategies, and it
Mhm,
depends on the product, on the market, and
mhm.
on the the demographic as well. So if you're selling in
Oh,
Europe or you're selling in the States, the
mhm.
pricing is different, the strategy is different, and the cost per to advertise is different. So if you're promoting a product in Germany, for example, the
Yeah.
cost per acquisition is generally lower than the US,
Okay.
because everyone is promoting in the US. The
Yeah.
cost per click, the cost per conversion is generally higher for any kind of product.
Mm.
If you want to scale a product, yeah, there are different ways to do that. So you can either scale every 24, 48 hours, a certain percentage of what you're investing on a single ad set,
Yep.
or you can duplicate the ads with a higher budget
I see.
based on how much you are spending. So for example, when I'm testing a product,
Yep.
I don't start with $5 to be honest, because I want to get as soon as I can results. So I spend more. I start with $20 per ad set, for example. So I
Okay.
can
So you
get
do,
that immediately.
just to double check, because I know people always love to know this stuff. So you start with $20 a day ad set per ad
Yeah.
set budget, because you get the data faster. You don't have to
Yeah.
wait like 5 days for the data. You just get it in one day, so we can just keep it moving.
Yeah, exactly. Because with $5 a day, you need to wait at least 5, 7 days to get some real results. But if you
Yep.
invest like $20 in 3, 4 days, you already know if it's selling or not. So you can close the ads immediately.
Yep.
Of course, I don't recommend to do that if you don't have the budget. So if you don't have at least $3,000, $4,000 to test the product, it's
Yep.
better if you don't do that. But I, this is something you can do later on if you want to try and different strategies as well. I recommend doing that. But yeah, to scale a product, you can find different ways. There are people saying you need to do this, or other
Yep.
people say no, you don't need to do that. That like strategy, you need to do this one right now, because the Facebook's changing every single day,
Yep.
basically. So the strategy, they are working for a product or an industry, they are not for another one. And the scaling strategies you are using maybe to scale, or you have seen someone to scale a product is not
Yep.
working anymore like 2 months later.
Yep.
So that's why I recommend trying different things like CBO, without CBO,
Yep.
increasing the budget like 20, 30%, duplicating the ad set uh, twice more every
Yep.
24, 48 hours if it's performing well. So there are
Yep.
different things you can try out, because maybe they're working this both even either way.
I see. That's good to hear. Definitely, just like it's, if someone says just try one thing, I think from everything that I've heard about Facebook ads from pros, it's that there's never any one way just that works. Usually it's like you just have to test literally everything, and then one of them will just like hopefully work, and you just keep going with that one. And like you just, and the best thing is to always think that you have no idea which way will work, and so you have to try it all. And I would love
Yeah.
to know one quick question that I have. I think a lot of people have, especially for beginners. So let's say they find a winner and they're like, okay, I'm willing to put, let's say, $20 per ad set. How many ad sets would you suggest testing at a time, like when you're getting started? I've heard 5, I've heard 20 from people. What would you suggest?
Well, at the beginning, the more you have, the better, because you
Okay.
can create different audiences and different, like you are targeting different people as well.
Yep.
But yeah, at the beginning, maybe if you don't have a lot of money to invest, you can start to 3, 4. But actually, you don't need that much. If you try like 3 ad set, for example, and you get like all 3 of them are getting sales and they're profitable, you don't need to try like 10 or 20 different,
Yeah.
because
Just go
like
for it. Just keep,
you
if those are working, just push with it.
yeah, you kind of already know the right audience without testing it. So if you want to sell something in the pet industry, you already know that the audience, so you know the target, dog parents,
Mhm.
dog owners, people interested in dogs. So you already kind of know that the type of audience.
Yeah.
So you don't need to
Yeah.
try like 10, 20 different ad sets or
Yeah.
audiences as well, because you already know kind of the idea. And one important thing as well, that right now, for example, the learning phase is very important. So
Okay.
Facebook is the learning phase. After a few days, it says limited learning limited by budget, or learning limited, right?
Okay.
So that means that Facebook needs more data to give you the best results or more results.
Yep.
That's why it's important to increase the budget even at the beginning,
I
so you
see.
can get to 50 sales or like 20 sales as soon as you can. So Facebook, when you see that Facebook already finished the learning phase, that
Mhm.
means that they already, they say, it's like saying, okay, now we kind of know the right audience, the best audience to show your ads to.
Yep.
So now the cost is gonna be lower, because at the
I see.
beginning they're like firing uh,
Everywhere. Anything.
everywhere
Yep.
to find the right audience. Even if
Mm.
you, okay, you can target the right custom audience, like a customized audience or whatever you want, but it's not like the best one performing. So Facebook at the beginning is learning. So when
Yep.
you enter learning phase, Facebook knows who's the best one to show your ad to.
Awesome. I think that was super helpful. I think that really kind of, especially for beginners, gave a good brief about Facebook and how to kind of start thinking about it so that you can use it effectively. Now, I'm going to drop our last, for everyone watching, I'm going to drop our last winning product in the chat. It's just a tactical dog leash, but it was exploding with sales. So I think it's super popular. But one thing, that question that came up, Stefano, that I'd love to hear your thoughts on. Now, for everyone who just joined, I explained in the beginning, but Stefano, succeeded with a one product store. Now, if you, let's say you have all these winning products that I just gave you all in the chat, all these amazing pet products, would you still suggest focusing on one product and making a one product store? Or would you suggest putting them all together and starting a niche store?
All together. I
All
will
together.
focus right now. My winning store was a niche store, not one product store, but I was
Okay,
promoting just one product.
I
So
see. Okay.
yeah, what I recommend is promoting one product, but
Yeah.
having a lot of products or like cross-sell products in the back end as well. Because
Yeah.
what you want to do is like to upsell or cross-sell different products based on the product, the main product, the winning product you are promoting.
Yeah.
Because of course you are making more money and you're making more profit as well for every single sale. Because if
Awesome.
you're making like $50 per transaction
Yeah.
and you're promoting one product that costs $10 and you sold another one, the second product, it cost to you nothing for acquisition because it was like made to make the first sale. So
Yeah.
every other product you are selling over the first one you are promoting is like almost 100% profit. Of course, you
Uh,
need to
Upsell
pay the
and things
product.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need to pay the product, but you're not paying for advertising anymore.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's actually, Stefano, we're 2 minutes away from the end of time. So we kind of, I just wanted to maybe wrap it up. I've dropped all the products. I think the amount of information that you dropped in this live stream is insane. So everyone who's watching, if you missed the first part, make sure to check it out on our channel after. It will be there. And I feel like you'll really be able to learn a lot from this 45 minutes. I learned a lot. And I've been at Oberlo for a few years. So I think it was such a great chat. It was so great to have you. And I want to mention that we linked your YouTube channel in the description for everyone watching. So you can go follow Stefano. And through his YouTube, you can also find his Instagram. But is there anything else, any other platform you wanted to shout out?
Instagram is my main channel in English because I have
Okay.
a YouTube channel in Italian with my name, Stefano Mongardi, but
Yeah.
I've started as well a new YouTube channel in English called The Webmate, which is the
The
name of
web.
my company. The Webmate, yes.
Okay,
We're
awesome. Okay.
starting interviews, by the way, as well.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, yeah. So
Oh, thank you.
it's a really good in English, in English.
Wow. Well, maybe one day we could be on your channel, Stefano. That would be so
Yeah.
cool. We can do a channel swap. I'm just going to just for everyone watching, I'm just gonna drop your Instagram in
Yeah,
the chat.
my Instagram is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I just dropped it in the chat, but the YouTube channel is in the description. So that way everyone has both. So thank you everyone for watching. Stefano, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you on our channel soon. And everyone, make sure to check out this video afterward and stick around for a video later this evening. And thank you again so much, Stefano.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Okay, let me, okay, it's ended.